All right, so Pete's in here.
Pedro and Deportes is in the studio.
Pete's in here, and Pete often he often feels underappreciated. He's a superstar broadcaster.
Every single day he feels that way.
I know. He comes in here and he just shakes his head. I feel so sorry for him because he's a great broadcaster.
Yes.
Okay.
Mediocre broadcaster.
He's a great broadcaster. He's the voice of Navy midshipmen. I mean, what sports do you do for them? You do football, you do bat, you do them all,
We
right?
have 33 varsity sports there, and we do a lot of them on the Patriot League Network. So
This is a great
What were
call.
you calling this weekend?
I was at the Carrier Dome in Syracuse looking around, thinking of all the great Georgetown memories that have occurred in that building. But we were there for lacrosse. An injury-depleted Navy team taking on the number 9 Orange. We had scored with 9.5 seconds to go to tie the game.
I have no idea. Is Navy like a
We're
top
number 16,
20 team?
yes. We're number 16. Tied
Navy's
for
very
first
competitive
in the Patriot
lacrosse.
League. So we're number 16 in the country.
And
RPI is
Syracuse,
really
you know,
good.
is a traditional power.
Right.
They might
So-
not be at
so-
the peak of their powers, but they're very, very
So
traditional
both will
power.
be tournament teams. I have no idea. In
Very possible.
lacrosse-
Syracuse has gone undefeated in the ACC.
In lacrosse, how many teams make the
16.
NCAA tournament?
Only
Okay.
16.
Okay.
Now, there's only 70 teams.
Navy's down 1 with 9 seconds.
And we scored with 5 seconds to go to tie the game at 12.
Okay.
So to set it for you, all day long, the Varello brothers, Joe for us, Danny, his brother, plays for Syracuse. They're the two face-off specialists. They've gone at it 26 times on the day as face-off specialists.
What
this
a
would be
subplot.
number 27.
Two brothers.
Big stories during the week, TV things, newspaper stories about the Varello brothers playing each other.
Where are the Varela brothers from?
New York, Long Island, New York. Parents, friends, or family all sitting basically right at midfield. They got these Varello versus Varello T-shirts. So it's fantastic. It turns out to be fantastic theater.
And what was the face-off discrepancy at that point? Was it
Through 3 quarters, they were dead even.
Okay.
But as has been the MO all year, our guy Joe Varello wears guys down and just tears them up in the fourth quarter, and he won 6 of the last 7 face-offs.
So he was
became the
taking care
man.
of business
Are they
against his
twins?
brother.
One older?
No. Joe's older by 2
Okay.
years.
Got it.
All right,
So-
so where do you have the clip from, Valdez? Do you know?
51 seconds in.
Joe's got it. Joe gets it away. Oh, Durden had it off his stick. In front, Varello. He scores! He scores! You can't make it up! Joe Varello scores in the mids. Swarming on the far side with 0.2 tenths of a second to go. Mama Varello's doing just fine. Oh, my.
How about that?
Some drama.
That's awesome.
Now, to set up the Mama Varello line, my color colleague Joe Miller, who's fantastic, he set it up perfectly right before. He says, you can't beat this. He goes, what's Mama Varello going through right now? 9.5 to go, tie game, and her boys are about to have the biggest face-off of the day. So that's where the Mama Varello came in at the end there. It was a great setup by
Navy
Joe.
scored 2 goals in the last 9.5 seconds to
That's
win the game.
correct, to win the game.
Nick Fowl, Masters call.
Great road win.
It's a tremendous road win for us, and it's the final game Friday. If we get to the championship game against a great Loyola team with a great local kid, Pat Spencer, out of Davidsonville, who's one of the top guys with Connor Kelly of Maryland for the National Player of the Year, the Tawarton Award. If we can get to the final, I think we actually have a chance to make the NCAA tournament too.
So when you make that call, you've done it so many times, I'm assuming, growing up and in your room by yourself, it just comes naturally, or do you have, you know what I mean? Or do you have a couple
Every moment,
phrases?
I think, look,
that you're gonna go to?
I'm not like some of these guys out there that have, okay, if this happens, I'm thinking to myself, if this happens, this is what I'm going to say. And then I say it. I say it. And that's the way you get the most raw emotion.
It came out perfect.
Yeah. I mean, and if you could have seen, by the way, the Carrier Dome, I don't care what arena you're in or wherever, they got it right. Figures one of the best journalism schools. The press box there, the view you get from their press box, it's the best anywhere. I've been in a lot of arenas, a lot of stadiums. It's by far the best. So, of course, Syracuse gets it right because of the great broadcasters they've had. But we're jumping up. Obviously on the radio, you've got to try and inflect and bring that excitement to the people of what's happening. And I just let it play out. I never predict what I'm going to say if this happens. I just think that sounds too canned.
Mm-hmm. I think a lot of TV guys do that.
Is Albany still ranked number 1?
Well, Terps were ranked number 1 until they lost to Ohio State last night, 12-10. So now it's probably going to be wide open. Problem is Albany's best player hurt, may not return, so they may not get back to number one. Probably Duke, Yale, somebody like that. But Yale just lost to Bucknell in our league a couple of
Did
weeks
Albany
ago.
just play Yale?
No, I don't think so.
I thought I was watching the Albany-Yale game. Maybe it was a
Might have been. I'll have to go back and look. But they play in a suspect league, so they're playing some suspect league teams right now. But they're still very good. But if Fields, their best player, is hurt and can't play, they're not going to win the national championship.